pretty much it. So if I'm going to sound weird for a second as I do an intro, because I have never done an intro before. So I'm probably not even going to bother even doing an intro. I'm just going to cut straight into it. Hey guys, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at my Players Cup deck. I managed to go 100 points with it in the 50 keys. I was tracking all right. I was looking at towards 120. And then it, went downhill from there for a little bit. Managed to climb back up for a couple of wins. Managing to plateau at that 100 points, which is 2 points per key. That's kind of what you are looking about. So today, it is just a very simple ADPZ list. It was very consistent, though my deck is a little bit different. I do still run the Oranguru. I find that very important because there's a lot of times there are just resources you just don't want to lose. Not only that, you know, just the ability to dig one card as well. Sometimes, especially if you're trying to chase for that turn 1 GX, being able to dig that one more card has been very clutch a great many times. We're still running the Crobat, the 2 ADP, 1 Eldegoss, 2 Dedenne, 1 Mawile. Mawile is a stunning card. Not only is it really good for trying to drag down some single prizes in, say, the Zigzagoon deck, the Decidueye Goons. But it can also be like scouting your opponent's deck where you might be making a decision, do I research, do I Marnie? And then you might be like, you know what, I'm going to throw down the Mawile, maybe I might catch a Dedenne. It's not really that important, but I can actually scout their hand, you know, kind of make that, you know, decision a little bit easier. Running the 3 Zacians, I would prefer to run 4. I think getting that turn 1 Intrepid Sword is really, really, really good. But I've been finding even if I did run 4, it was still not happening as regularly as I would have liked. From there, we are running 4 Cherish. That's over here. The 3 Energy Switch, just the 3. I think 4 is a bit much, especially in a deck like this. If I'm going second, because I'm not playing Great Charms, throwing down Dedennes early is very risky. More often than not, if I'm going first, I'll rather just attach to an ADP and pass. And I won't even worry about Dedennes or anything like that. I'll even quick ball away Dedennes if it means that I can set up later and then wait for them to be forced into going a Ultimate Ray. So we're talking about the mirror here, yeah. Ultimate Ray into my ADP. Then I can attach. Then I can throw down Dedenne. Try to look for one of my Great Catchers. I am playing 2 Great Catchers, as well as the 4 Boss's Orders. I just prefer that guaranteed Gust, and more often than not, Dedennes are my targets anyway, so having the 2 Great Catchers just means that when I've got it in hand, I'm going to get that Gust that I want. So I won't always have that ability to Gust up and stall with, say, the Pokemon Catcher that they can do, but all in all, it's I'm still happy with the 2 Great Catcher. I've been finding that an amazing, basically, consideration for the deck. We've got the 4 Metal Saucers, 4 Quick Balls, 1 Reset Stamp. I think that's been a pretty big card, especially in the mirror if you are finding yourself behind. A lot of the times what you can do is they might Gust up at a Dedenne, knock it out, power up one of their Zacians. If you can Reset Stamp them to 3, as well as Gust up one of that Zacian that they powered up and knock it out with your own, you can actually come back from that pretty well. So I've been finding just that 1 Reset Stamp has been very good. 4 Switch, 1 Tool Scrapper, amazing with Luca Metal, having that huge resurgence again, that one that has the Pokédolls in it. I've seen some lists that are running 3 to 4 Metal Goggles in that. So having that Tool Scrapper for those turns where they've got the 2 tools out, so the goggles on the Zacians, so then what you can do is Tool Scrapper, pop them both off, ideally Gust up a Zacian and knock it out the same turn. Running the 2 Viridian with the 3 Water, just having that consistency, a massive consistency. Like, we want our game plan of getting our ADP out ASAP, getting an energy on it, doesn't matter what, whatever, get it on. Turn 2, GX. Turn 3, we Gust him, got plenty of Gust cards. Turn 4, doing the exact same thing. We're running 3 Marnie in here. I've been finding that I've been supporter bricking a lot with ADP with just the 6 supporters, so just having that little bit more in there. I could cut it down and go 3 Energy Switch, but I've been finding that extra Marnie's been more useful than having that extra Energy Switch. Because again, I'm not running the big charms, so I can't go, okay, I'm going second. I'm going to throw down all my Dedennes and Crobats just to try to get that turn 1 GX. And then going 10 and 3. It's a massive amount of energy. If you guys have ever watched a stream, yeah, you know I've had a few issues in the past when it comes to such things. But having 10 metal energy has been amazing for the Intrepid Swords. There's been a lot of times where I can get 1 or even double metal energy attached onto a Zacian. You do that when you're going second, you can actually find yourself in a really, really, really strong position. And the 3, because I've been going... Look, you go 2 water energy, this is what's guaranteed to happen. You're going to get 1 water energy, and it's going to be in your hand. The other one's going to be prized. You're going to have no other energy to attach. So you're going to go, you know what? I just have to attach the water energy. You're going to attach the water energy, and guess what happens? Crushing hammerheads all the time. So yeah, that happens a lot. So that is Crushing Hopes and Dreams. That was my deck for the Players' Cup. So let's do a couple of games with it, and we'll see how it actually goes. Alrighty, where are we? There we go. We are just doing the casual ladder. We are out of tournament keys, so hopefully we can unlock that full-out Erica at some point. Hopefully. Alrighty, here we go. Deborah, good luck and have fun. Alright, so fighting deck. Maybe. We win. We always go first with this list. I know some Clay DPs want to go second, but we're not Clay DP. We are a little bit more consistent than that. Hey, MXG, how's it going? Speaking of consistent, we are not being very consistent. That is 2 mulligans. So what are we up to? We're up against Manchap. Against us, we're actually okay. We are absolutely okay. The odds of them taking a knockout when we GX is very unlikely, which means we can absolutely capitalize on it. We gave them 2 mulligans. Fix the chat? Absolutely fix the chat. There we go. Took me a little while, but we fixed it. Hey, mind-blowing TCG. How's it going? Alrighty. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Alright, we do have the metal. So he's playing that fighting deck. I can't remember off the top of my head if they're playing... I reckon... Alright, so what I'm going to do. We're going to grab ourselves the ADP. We're going to, unfortunately, burn one of the switches. But I think we're good enough here. Yes. There we go. An auto win for YouTube. Pretty much. Isn't that just how ADP goes, yeah? Intrepid Sword, we're not going to worry about the Dedenne. No need to put it down just yet. So yes, I am recording a couple of videos for the YouTubes tonight. So guys, if you are watching from YouTube, make sure you check out my Twitch stream. I do stream every single bloody day. I know, it's way too much. But I will always be around. Alright, so Hapu, a great card in a deck where you're looking for stage 2s. Means you're not having to discard a bunch of your resources, like your stage 2s or rare candy. But it does have that unfortunate effect where you might get too many good cards and discard some things you actually don't want to. So he's discarded a Colossal, Excadrill, and a Machamp. That being said, Macho Revenge can quickly power up with Hapu. Now, there's the Karate Belt. So he's probably looking to set up the Excadrill maybe. Don't think it's scary enough. Do not think it's scary enough. There's another ADP. We'll grab ourselves the Metal Energy. Is it worth the Dedenne now? I am looking for Gust cards. Alrighty, so we're going to Crobat first. We just want to set up with our hand some Gust cards if we need to in the future. Alright, that's good. I'll hold that boss. Alter Creation. I'm probably not even going to worry about the Dedenne. I'm probably just going to go after his other stuff. And his other stuff is probably going to be this Manchoke. I'm not going to give him that opportunity to set up that Manchap. We'll ignore the Dedenne. We've got great catches in there, so there's no real need to worry about it. Alright, so there's the Excadrill, some Fighting Energy going. Fighting Dojo comes out. We'll be able to get rid of it with the Viridian, which we need. I might actually Dedenne after I bosses or... Alright, he's just going to scoop. He's just going to scoop. Sure, don't blame him. Do not blame him. That was going to be a very difficult fight ahead of him. Alright, we'll see if we can't find an actual real game. There we go. At least try to anyway. Alright, Chari06. Good luck and have fun. Alrighty. Do we win? No, we lose. So that's all fine and dandy. We'll accept. But he's also letting us go first. So that's making me think it is a welder deck. Alright. I might, because we do have the Mawile. We can be cheeky with the Mawile, actually. We can be very cheeky with it. Alright. Let's see if we can catch a Dedenne, I reckon. So we're going to grab ourselves the ADP. Grab that. See if we catch a Dedenne. No, we don't. Hey, Mod, he's just thrown in a subscription, mate. Oh, wow, it's gifted us up. Hey, awesome, mate, awesome. That welder actually looks very scary. I will throw the Volcanions and stuff down anyway, just so he can't use any, it makes the, what are they called again? I'll grab a Dedenne, just in case if I whiff. They make the Pokecoms a little bit more difficult. Alright, that's pretty much going to have to do. We'll Intrepid Sword up here. Yes, because he's not going to attack this turn. So we'll Intrepid Sword, and that will allow, unless if he wants to go Volcanion, which is a huge, not Volcanion, Heatran, which is a huge risk. It also means that there's an opportunity for me to retreat. So we go like that. No, we just whiffed everything. That all being said, we do find ourselves with a Water Energy. So we'll be able to attach, probably look to just Marnie here. 100 player cups point. Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, it was a little bit lower than I was projecting. I was originally... So yeah, he's going to Heatran. I was projecting around 120 at a point. And then it just went downhill very quickly. It was horrific. He's getting the busted start. You hate to see it, especially with the Heatran actually in play. So, what can I do? What can I do about this? If I had... If I managed to get an Intrepid Sword here, I could have actually gone for that Center Scorch. Taking the knockout with the Zacian. I think we have to go for the Heatran here. So what we're going to do is... Yes. Alright, so we're going to go like that. We're going to Great Catcher up. Discarding. He's only got 3 cards in hand. So I'm happy to discard these 2. There we go. We'll throw this as Zacian down. What are we looking at? 1 Marnie. I'm not going to worry about the Dedenne. I'm not going to Energy Switch because he does have the ability to bot me pretty handily. So I reckon we just go our research. Looking for a switch card. Oh, we whiff on that. We might just actually just have to go for the Mega Dig. How many switches do we have? We've got 3 switches in there, so we're going to give it a shot. Yes, please. And we whiff again! This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. Alright, we've got the switch now, but we are far behind. Yes, I went through all my keys. I wanted to do it off stream, because I was getting way too angry on stream. If you watch me play the Players Cup on stream, I was getting way too angry. Alright, Erika's Hospitality! That's a massive one! Oh no, this game could not get any worse. Pokemon Catcher. Oh wait, yes it can. Oh no, we are getting absolutely dunked on. Oh boy. 6, it's 2 for 2-8, so he will take the knockout. Oh dear, oh my. That's looking like a problem here. So we're going to need to look for our Reset Stamp. This guy hitting the absolute nuts on us. Reset Stamp. Go knock one. I'm gonna have to two-shot this guy. Alright, well, we don't have much of an option. Hopefully hit the Reset Stamp. Grab that. Grab another metal. That can go over here. Cherish Ball. We'll thin that out of the deck. We do have the Reset Stamp in there, so hopefully we can find it. So please be nice. Unless, do we go for the Marnie instead? We might actually just go for the Marnie instead, just for now. There we go. So hopefully we can dig into more sources. We dug into absolutely nothing. Alright, let's have a look. There we are. We did the 230. It is looking like a impossible position from here. We've got how many switches left? We've got plenty of switches left. But our energy and metal source account. Crushing Hammer. He's playing Crushing Hammers. And we're going to lose to him. That makes me feel really sad. Our one remaining hope is that a Reset Stamp knockout and he doesn't accelerate any energy from here. Difficult to get. It's top 125, I think it is, for Australia. So it's pretty easy, actually. It is pretty easy. If I can end up in like 5th for the Australia New Zealand, I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy for everyone. Pretty easy. He's got some energy attached. Don't like this. So if I can Reset Stamp him, I might be able to turn something around. There's about 85 Aussies playing Pokemons. Yes, absolutely. And they all live in Melbourne, apparently. Alright, let's have a look what's in the deck. We've got an ADP. We've got no Energy Switch, so I could have used ADP to attack here, but I've got no way to really power it up. 2 sources. I'm gonna have to throw down the Oranguru to try to dig into something here. We might as well just thin the deck then. You get out of here. Get you. You. Alright, Oranguru, can you be of any use to us? Nope. Absolutely not. So we'll take that concede. We'll take that concede. We'll go one more. We'll go one more. See if that helps us. They absolutely donked on us. And sometimes that's what Centiskorch does. Sometimes that's just what Centiskorch does. They just get the absolute nuts of a turn 1. And you know what? When that happens, you just have to smile and go along with it. And just hope it's not too painful. And as you saw, it was extremely painful. So ADPZ is it's not a winner's deck. It's the deck that's going to do good enough. So if you're after championship points, it's probably the best deck to play. It's going to be consistently making you points. Just don't expect those consistencies to be 5 points. Expect a lot of 3-pointers when you're finishing the rest of your Players' Cup. Alrighty, and okay, so we're up against Tyranitar. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, and I've got nothing in hand. So I'm going to lose a lot of stuff here. Let's look what we've got. We've got the 3 Zacians in deck. Alright, we're losing 2 of those. Okay, well, we have to go for it. We can't just sit on our laurels. We have to actually go for it. So yeah, we go. We've got our energy. I don't know what they're up to. So what we're probably going to do is attach this. And I might even go like this and see if we can't get ourselves a Zacian. We won't. We got the exact same thing. So we'll just pass. So up against Escadrille. Interesting. So instead of using Machamp, they've got that Tyranitar. That is very interesting. So I'm going to have to assume there's been a lot of Eternatus up on the ladder tonight. Alright, so it's a Machamp again. Hello. Alright, so he will be able to slap us for the Bazooka hitting us for 120, which is a little bit awkward. A little bit awkward indeed. We're going to Primate Wisdom, the boss's orders. Having boss's orders is just very nice. Yes, we'll Marnie. Let's see what we got. We got the Zacian down. We've got a boss's order. We've got the Viridian Forest. All in all, that's not too bad. Alright, Altered Creation. There we go. So he needs to be able to hit us for 160. So I don't think he's going to get the 11th hour tackle off anytime soon. So we're going to be able to power up our Zacian pretty comfortably. MWDC saying, I've seen quite a few road decks recently. Yes, I do agree. I've been seeing a few as well. I think it's just everyone's pretty much having, a bit tired, especially if you've been playing the Players Cup, you've been playing ADP. What have you been seeing? What have you been seeing? Nothing but the bloody mirror every single game, yeah? Yeah. So what are you going to do when you hop off that ladder? You're going to play some Spice. And boy, later on tonight, I've got some Spice. Actually, most of it's Spice. This is just my standard deck. I feel like 100 points in USA isn't enough. I think 100 is like, you should be okay. 100, you should be okay. That's 2 points per key. You should be okay. Should be. JT bringing the Spice indeed. Alright. Could he? 11th hour tackle. No, he's got 20 cards, 21 cards, so we'll be 20 still. So I think we're safe here. I don't see him being able to knock out this ADP this turn. So he's just, Drill Bazooka. Because he's got the Dedennes there, we can absolutely go for these Dedennes now. There's no need to take 3 knockouts when you can just take 2 knockouts. There you go. We'll grab 3 of those. They can all go into the Zacian. So now he can go for either of these. And I'm not fussed. I've got the Eldegoss in hand. And I'm ready to take that Dedenne right down. And we've also managed to unprize a Great Catcher and a Quick Ball. So that's another out to Gust, because Quick Ball is an out to the Eldegoss, which is our out to the boss, as well as Great Catchers. We have 2 in deck. So that Dedenne is not long for this world. But that's a lot of Pokemon. That's a lot of Pokemon being in the discard. So his Machamps would actually hit for a decent amount of damage. Alrighty, Ordinary Rod. What are you looking for? Maybe his Machamps. We'll see. We'll see. Might steal one of these lists one day. I'm just not. I just think this one is just like, hey, if you're playing Pika or Eternatus, I'm going to win. If you're playing anything else, I'm going to do okay. If you're playing ADP, I'm just going to lose. Alrighty, there you go. The Machoke is all set up, but I reckon it's too little too late. Unless if he hits me with a Reset Stamp. No, he won't. So we're going to go straight for that Dedenne. Take the easy knockout. Come on. And then we can just Great Catcher. 1, 2. Done. And done. And there is the scoop. Alright guys, so that will be it for the first video here. It was my Players Cup. We can just have a look at it. Have our final thoughts on it. So, honestly, ADP is very consistent at what it does. I think the more fluff you put into ADP, the worse it gets. So I think having just a very streamlined basic deck is your best way to go. Unfortunately, if you do go up against a deck where you say you're, like, you saw what happened with Centiskorch, yeah? Where they just blew up the ADP before you even had a chance to GX. If anything like that happens, or they can take the knockout on your ADP once you've GX'd, you can find yourself in a really awkward position. But once you get that Ultimate Ray off, especially if you can use that Ultimate Ray to take a knockout into Dedenne, it just feels like the game's just won. The game, it goes from being like, oh, I'm losing to, oh, I've won. So guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys at the next episode.